Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everybody to the quiz. You're probably wondering, where am I? Where's my amazing bookshelf? Well, I'm in a different place today, and I'm going to be here for the next few weeks. But don't worry, we're still going to carry on with the quiz. We're still going to be doing this every week, inshallah. So welcome everybody again. Really good to see everyone here. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all the best of faith, iman, etc. So many people enthusiastic, people joining already. But I'm gonna call some people out here. Right? I'm already looking at the names, and there are two Talha Ghannams already joined. Like clearly you're not Talha Ghannam. I'm the one and only Talha Ghannam. Right? Don't pretend to be me. You can be better than me. That's fine. Don't be me. That's only one of me. Inshallah. So we've got a new setup. We've got new cool stuff. I'm gonna be in for a few surprises today, but inshallah, I'm gonna share the screen. You know exactly what to do when you sign up. So let me get this right. The good thing about being in this new place is the lighting is so much nicer. I mean, look, I can actually see my face now. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Oh no, I shared the wrong screen. I'm going to share the right screen again. Let's go and actually share the correct screen. That's the first hiccup of today. Alhamdulillah. Hopefully the last one as well. So inshallah, we've got the correct screen on now. Inshallah. So you would have seen what I see, all those wonderful different things, inshallah. But alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. How are you all doing? Remember to share the link out to people. I want to make a point. There's somebody called Halul. Now I thought before it was halal, okay? And to my embarrassment, it wasn't halal at all. It was actually my mom, and she's writing the Arabic of halul, right? So, or halul, sorry, is what it's meant to be. That cracked me up. For ages I've been like, who's halal? 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 Turns out it's halul, and it's my own mom. So mama, معاكم كيفك؟ إن شاء الله بخير ما شاء الله اشتقنا لك كيفك بعد تاج راسنا ما شاء الله. Alhamdulillah. So let me change the background because I can't actually see who's here. I'm going to play a bit of this video and I'm going to make it black, and then I'm going to make the next bit here. We put these videos, so if you want to watch this later on, you can do. We've got, of course, our top actors, top-notch actors. Who have we got? We've got Levisha N. Harith. I'm supposed to be, is that like ghetto for and? You could have put the and sign. You know, the 8 one? That would have worked as well. Maryam Jazim is with mashallah. Assalamualaikum Maryam. How are you? Mashallah. If you don't know about Maryam Jazim, she's got an amazing family, father. They're doing some amazing YouTube stuff, constantly doing Quran competitions, Hifz competitions. Really check her out on Facebook, on YouTube, mashallah. Really, really good to see her. We've got Spider-Man. Who's Spider-Man? Apparently they've been outed, so everyone knows it's Peter Parker now because everyone watches the Avengers movie and we all know who that is. We've got Darth Vader. Darth Vader, our arch nemesis, is back. Someone asked about you, Darth Vader, and it's not acceptable for you to miss 1 week. Someone said Darth Vader was not there last week. Now, I don't know if you were there last week, but maybe you were. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you went, or maybe you were. But they were asking about you. MashaAllah. Someone's called Insha'allah. So Insha'Allah is with us. The Hilbawi kids are with us. Assalamualaikum, the Hilbawi kids. Nusayba. MashaAllah. Assalamualaikum, Nusayba. How are you? Aapke se theek ho? Oh, sorry, wrong language. Kifek, inshallah khair. MashaAllah. Nusayba, of course. She did her quiz by herself last week, and she did amazing. She did really, really well. Young Nusayba, MashaAllah. No help from her mum and dad. So we're going to make sure that happens as well. Who else? We have got T Amani. Is that like T-Pain or something? Yeah, I know who T-Pain is. Harami. Astaghfirullah. Maybe, I'm sure that's something else, some reference there. Sam, is that Sam with this? Black Lives Matter, of course. MashaAllah. People bringing this onto here as well. Rehana with a laugh emoji and a heart. We've got someone who has chosen a whole bunch of emojis from the Eiffel Tower to Big Ben to a roller coaster. That person's clearly missing holidays. Alhamdulillah. Rafa is in the building. Rafa. How are you? Rafa is all the way from Doncaster. MashaAllah. Top student of ours, working very hard, MashaAllah. The Ansaris are with us today. You've got to be clear which Ansari. The Ansari is a large family, MashaAllah. And if you which Ansari, is it all of you? Because, you know, a lot of pressure on yourselves. Hafi is with us. MashaAllah. Assalamualaikum. Who else is here? We've got Mahrukh and Usman. MashaAllah. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, please let us know in the chat because I'm probably butchering these names. MashaAllah. We've got, who else? Hidayah T. MashaAllah. Assalamualaikum Hidayati. How are you? Imran with a wink emoji and smile. But he's not just smiling, he's got like the big D smile, like super, super smile. Alhamdulillah. Aisha Chowdhury is here. Assalamualaikum, Aisha. How are you doing? MashaAllah. Good to see Aisha with us. Is the Chowdhury's your family? Is that separate? We've got Donald Trump. Okay, so not the Donald Trump, so don't worry. Danielle is here. Danielle. Is that the Danielle? Is that the Professor Danielle that we have every Tuesday and Thursday with us? ONH. I wonder who ONH are. Any guesses for who ONH are? Let's see who finds out. Not very hard to figure out for anyone who is in the Sunday school. Alhamdulillah. Ismail is with us. Is that the Ismail? Ismail Tawqir? Inshallah. Hopefully, if you're here today, it's going to be in for a running for the top watches, inshallah. Tawheed and Amani are with us. Assalamualaikum. Annie is here. Hayaz is here. Guys, look, we're going to start in another 1 minute. 1 more minute. Can you all make sure you go and share this with one more person? We can double our play count. So many people joined late last time. And astaghfirullah, you know, we want to start on time, because if you come late, and it's going to be missing some stuff, right? We want to make sure you got a good chance on the running. The Shami kids are with us. George Floyd is love heart. May Allah have mercy on him, and may Allah ease the affair of all those who are currently struggling under oppression of racism and any sort of oppression around the world, inshallah. Allah make it easy for all of them, inshallah. Ameen. So I hope you all said ameen to that. Alhamdulillah. So, are we here? Is Sadaf and her family here? You got to let us know who your names are. You can drop me a message on WhatsApp. I've got it all open. I can check. I'm going to be seeing what people are saying as well. We've got our lovely assistant today. She's not taking part. She's just off camera. But Tamina, do you want to give everyone a big hi? Okay. She preferred to do a whoop whoop, but alhamdulillah. So she's just helping us check the messages for the first time. Da Al Quda kids. And I hate people. Why do you hate people? You can't hate everybody in the world. That just doesn't work. Oh, Hidayah is Hidayati. Makes sense. The Hidayah. MashaAllah. Good to see you all here. Hope you're all looking forward to it. We're going to start. You're in for a treat today. I'm going to let you know. I've bought some gadgets, and it's going to be a quite fun quiz today, inshallah. We're about to start, but make sure you share it with one more person, as I said, right? So we want to get as many people taking part in this quiz. You should make a separate kids and adult one. But the kids always come first. Last week, we had the child that won. Zakir, mashallah. The LA Lakers. I guessed him. It was right. So alhamdulillah, send us a message. Is Yunus there? Yunus Habib. Assalamualaikum, mashallah. How are you? We're going to start in literally 10 seconds. I'm going to do a countdown in 10, 9, and I'm going to do a countdown. But Mr. Trump, we've got Mr. Trump and Mr. Trump are both here. Alhamdulillah. The Pokey gang, that is Yunus. Yunus Habib, I've spotted you. You and the gang are with us. He's got his cousins all involved, and he's made a gang together. Alhamdulillah. Are you ready? You're ready to start in 3, 2, 1, go. So I always do the countdown, then forget there's a countdown here. So 3, 2, 1. Alhamdulillah. So before we start, of course, this is brought to you by the Quran Club. It's a free app to get you reading Quran together with your community, with your family and friends. So download it, read Quran on there. You can be completing the Quran together. We read over 1 million pages in Ramadan on the app. We want you to be helping us read even more, inshallah. Of course, we've got the Quran Club Challenge. Now, you're all familiar. Those of you who aren't familiar with the Quran Club Challenge, let's get you familiar with it. Of course, it's going to be something very common to all of you. But this is not just for Ramadan. It's for all year round. We haven't updated the video yet, but you can still take part in this.
Mom, can you please sign me up for the Quran Club Challenge this Ramadan? Please!
Quran Club Challenge? What's that?
It's this cool new feature in the Quran Club app. I have to read Quran every single day, and you give me a reward for every day I do it.
Oh wow, that sounds amazing. Let's have a look.
Once I've read enough days, I can buy a cool gift from their shop for Eid. You can even track my progress from your app to see how much I've read. Mom, please can you sign us up?
I will sign you up today.
Yay! Yes! Yes!
Sign your kids up to the Quran Club Challenge today and nurture them to love reading Quran. Alhamdulillah. If you love the Quran Club quiz, you're going to love the Quran Club Challenge. Every day you read Quran, you earn some money. And it's just your parents giving you your pocket money. but on the condition that you read Quran. I mean, there's not much wrong you can go with that. Really, really good. All the kids who've been signed up, they've been reading more or less every day. I spoke to 4 different kids today, and all of them have been reading more or less every day. Alhamdulillah. Some 5 days, 6 days, 7 days in the last week or so. That's incredible progress. And I'm sure you parents will appreciate that. So sign them up to the Quran Club Challenge. It's not just for Ramadan, it's for all year round, insha'Allah. So we also want to mention our sponsors, Class Tutor Online. Alhamdulillah, they are paying for a lot of the work we do in the Quran Club. And it's beautiful tuition. You can get maths, English, science, and economics tuition at just £8 an hour. Very, very cheap. And they only choose the best tutors. So they interview them, and they often people at the top universities, the top quality that you want. Inshallah. Really, really good. Great feedback on that as well. And finally, just to mention, we do this quiz every single Tuesday live at 7 p.m. It will not stop unless you don't turn up. So don't miss out. Make sure you're here every week. Yunus Habib said he's going to attend every single week. The Poke Gang. Yes, alhamdulillah. So hopefully you guys are going to be with us, inshallah, today. So let's get started. Today we're doing Juz 23. How well do you know Juz 23? So, let's go. First question is open-ended. How many full or part surahs are in this chapter? You're going to type this number in. Type it in and press enter. Submit your answer. Let's see how many answers can you give in. You've got to type in a number. Now, last week someone typed in the words. There's no, just type in the number. Like, why would you have to be overcomplicated? 8 answers coming in. Alhamdulillah. Now I'm going to show you. I've got a friend with me. I'm going to introduce him a bit later, but for now we'll kind of see how many of your answers are there. But let me show you. So
I've got my friend Fat Tony. How are you doing? Come to do the quiz for you, Mr. Fat Tony. Sorry, that was I got his name wrong. This is Phil and Fat Tony.
How you doing, everyone? I've come up with a new gadget, and Fat Tony and Bill are here to entertain us during the quiz. Alhamdulillah. How's it okay? They want to keep you entertained. How many surahs, full or part, are in this juzz? It is, of course, 4. So,
put it back to my normal voice. Alhamdulillah. So hopefully you all got that right. 13 people got that right. Alhamdulillah. So let's see where the leaderboard stands. Bossman Hamza is in first place. Who's Bossman Hamza? It's a new entry, I think. Darth Vader in 4th place. Maruk and Usman in 5th place. How on earth am I going to pronounce? Have some mercy, guys. How am I going to pronounce that in a second? Eiffel Tower, kind of merry-go-round, roller coaster, ice cream person is in 2nd place. So can you, alhamdulillah, hopefully you can all still hear me okay. I forgot to turn off the music. So now I've turned it off so you can all hear me all right. So let's carry on with the questions. Which surah is described as the heart of the Quran? Is it Yassin, As-Safat, Sad, or Zumar? Which surah is described as the heart of the Quran? So, if you want,
I can say it in this voice. Which surah is described as the heart of the Quran? Is it Yassin, As-Safat, Sad, or Zumar? Alhamdulillah. Is that, how are you guys coping? This is Bill here, right here, your friend Bill. Bill does special services over here. We're in Wales. We're actually in Wales at the moment. I didn't mention that bit. But he comes and he does special services. Alhamdulillah. Some of my nephews have found out about those services. And of course,
we've got Fat Tony. Hi, this is Fat Tony. No, this is my actual voice, Fat Tony. This is actually how I speak. No, stop laughing. Stop it. But which surah is described as the heart of the Quran? Is it Yassin, As-Safat, Sad, or Zumar? Well done. 38 people got that right. That is incredible. Well done. I can see the chat is alive. People loving this Fat Tony.
they love it so much they're going to forget my own voice. SubhanAllah. What's going on? So, Bossman Hamza still in first, but Ismail has jumped into 4th place, but not much change otherwise. Mr. Emoji, I'm just going to call him Mr. Emoji. The Hilbawi kids have climbed at 34 places. That is incredible. MashaAllah. From Surah Yassin to the end, how much of the Quran have we covered? So this is from Yassin to the end of the Quran we've done. Is it a fifth, a third, a half, or a quarter? So how much of the Quran, if you read from Yassin to the end, have you covered? Is it a fifth, a third, a half, or a quarter? See, the other thing I can do is I can add this echo. So I can read like this and you'll get the echo. My wife is going to kill me for singing on the microphone, but alhamdulillah, you can see I've got loads of cool new gadgets. So I'm going to play with it. I've got my own little studio going on here. We want to keep you entertained at home. So from Surah Yassin to the end, how much of the Quran have we covered? Is it a fifth, a third, a half, or a quarter? Someone's requesting do the funny noises again. You can't just, I'm not a jukebox. You can't put a coin in and I do some funny noises. You've got to earn it. You got to answer some questions right. So we've got loads of people answering. It is, of course, a quarter of the Quran. SubhanAllah. It's actually called Rubu' Yasin in Arabic. We call it the quarter of Yasin. And you can do the maths, right? 23rd and Juz'a, right? You can do the math anyway. Okay, so let's see. There's a lot of change going to be going on here. Let's see what happens. Bossman Hamza still on top. Emoji has dropped into 4th place. Ismail has climbed rapidly. And the Al-Khudr kids have climbed 17 places. That's incredible, mashallah. Rida and Mujahid still in 5th place. And Darth Vader. I'm going to ignore Darth Vader. He's my nemesis. So I don't speak to Darth Vader. He's always outsmarting me. Next question. How many verses of Surah Yasin are inside this juz'ah? Is it 48, 50, 56, or 62? You have to do some quick math here. You have to do some quick math. You have to figure out a way to calculate. Or you can count up. Let's see how many fingers. I've put a bit of a maths question in here. Someone's already answered. Look, guys, there's a 10-second delay in this, okay? If you're answering before it's got to 10 in my clock, I know you're not doing it right. And actually, that was my mistake because my checker person forgot to improve they forgot to change the timing. It's entirely my fault to blame. I hope I haven't put 20 seconds for all of these answers. There's always something that goes wrong in these quizzes. Always, subhanAllah. I'm sorry. That's gonna ruin a lot of the quiz. I'm sorry. But alhamdulillah. Chat publicly at Crafts in Queen. So Crafts in Quarantine are with us today, alhamdulillah. I've ruined those experience for that. So Darth Vader jumped in right there into the top. I'm sorry. I always do something wrong with this quiz. Alhamdulillah. So hopefully these ones don't have that same mistake. I don't know why that went down to 20 seconds. That's very odd. So which surahs contain the broken letters? Oh no, that's got it as well. I'm going to skip that. Okay, we're skipping rounds that I've messed up. So unusual. But double. That's not the surprise I was mentioning that you're going to have. I'm skipping that as well. So we're skipping them so we don't ruin the leaderboard. Okay, let's see. This one should be fine. So the puzzle question here. Put these in the right order. Place these surahs in the correct order as they appear in the Quran. This one's got the right second. So 60 seconds, alhamdulillah. So no one's going to be cheating or getting any advantage here. So is it Safat, Yasin, Az-Zumar, or Sad? Put these surahs in the correct order as they appear in the Quran. So apologies about the time. It's always something you miss out. I really should figure out a way of not doing mistakes. But subhanAllah, the Prophet ﷺ said, Kullu bani Adam, all of human beings make mistakes. They err, they sin. And the best of them are those who make repentance. So I'm seeking forgiveness, guys. I'm sorry. Look, to make up for it.
I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'm really sorry. Maybe with a deeper voice, you'll take it more seriously with Bill. Bill is asking you to forgive our mate Alpha here because, he's just constantly making mistakes, right? It's just not fair. Don't worry, we'll get the muscle in and we'll stop him. We'll sort it out for next time. Yeah, stop it. All right, alhamdulillah. So,
It is, of course, Yassin first, As-Safat, Sad, and then Az-Zumar. And sorry, what's happened to my voice? I don't know. It just seems to. That's just the way it is. And this is Fat Tony over here. Yeah, stop laughing at my voice. This is the voice that I've been given. Honestly. So You placed those in the right order. So good to see. 62% of you getting that right. Alhamdulillah.
So I messed up the leaderboard, but not too much change. Darth Vader is up in the front. Bossman Hamza in second. Ismail in third. Marukh and Usman in fourth. Alhamdulillah. So people are sending me emojis all over the place. A second puzzle question for double points. This can make up for it. Place these surahs from which has the most to the least verses in the surah. So which has the most verses, so which has the least verses. Make sure you check it. Now, of course, schools are opening up. I know at least one person who's back at school, but who is back at school? We've got our very own specialist checking the chat messages over there. They're relaying the messages to us. Let us know if you're back at school. How are you finding it? Is it all coping okay? Let's be honest. Is the School of Quran Club, these quizzes, is it more fun? I can get some tips in for your school, inshallah, to get them to be more fun, inshallah. So we've got Crafts in Quarantine typing in some funky password going in there, and people telling us the timing is up too quickly. We skipped some of those rounds, don't worry, so you can still catch up. We've got 23 answers coming in. Which of these surahs, place these surahs from which has the most to the least verses? So jump right to the end. Remember, if you haven't taken part in this quiz with us before, I should have probably mentioned this. You can have the Quran in front of you. You can use the Quran as much as you like. This isn't like one of those quizzes we have to know it before. And the answer is As-Saf. Yeah, no, that's wrong. That's oops. No, yeah, that's right. Sorry. I was thinking about the order. I had heart palpitations if I was getting it wrong. The Safat, of course, has the most ayahs, and then Saad, and then Yassin, and then Az-Zumar. Guys, look what this has done to me. I think I'm going to have to take kind of a month off to look after my heart, as my heart beating every single time. So let's see who's coping with this. Lots of change here. Marukh and Osman jumped straight into first place. Darth Vader in fourth, Rida and Mujahid in second, emojis in third, and the Bubbles has entered into fifth place here. Alhamdulillah. The Ansaris are the highest climbers. Assalamu alaikum Ansaris, how are you? Aap kaise? Theek ho? Right. Whew. I think I've checked all these other. I did check them like 3 times, so I forgot to change the time. You know, you don't think to think about the time. Alhamdulillah. So find the ayah. So for this round, we're going to show you a series of ayahs, and you've got to find where they appear in the Quran. Okay, so you've got to either type in the verse number, or you've got to type which surah they appear in. Okay, and some of them will be hard, some of them will be easy. So if you don't have a Quran in front of you, have one now, so you can open to it. You can flick to the right surah and open to it immediately, inshallah. Let's go. So which surah is this ayah in? يقول أئنك لمن المصدقين. So this is in Surah Yassin, As-Safat, Az-Zumar, or Sad. Now I did a little thing here. I put the English number to give you the advantage. So you can go straight to that number 52, and you can check each of these surahs. Which one has this answer? يقول أئنك لمن المصدقين. So is it in Yassin, As-Safat, Az-Zumar, or Sad? Where does this ayah appear? Alhamdulillah. See answers already rolling in. Somebody's complaining we don't have enough time. You get enough time. You get 50 seconds, I believe, because I get 60 and then you get 10 less. So technically 50 seconds. That's more than enough time. I mean, come on, I can't make it too easy, right? You've got to be able to get something. Alhamdulillah. But it's good to see so many people answering and taking part. Alhamdulillah. Hope you're all enjoying these quizzes. And of course, hopefully you're all sharing them as well with your friends and family. It is, of course, in As-Safat. Alhamdulillah. 25 of you got that right. Let's see what's happened to the leaderboard. Darth Vader's dropped out. The bubbles are coming out and catching up. It's neck and neck, actually, the top. It's not that much different. So 6,499. There's actually not a big gap between that and the second place. So there's a lot to climb. Hafia has climbed 8 places, mashallah. And Ubaid has entered into the leaderboard. This is tight. This quiz is tight today. This is your chance to get first place here. So everyone, take part. Let's get quick and serious. Next question. Which surah is this ayah in? وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينَ. Is it in Yassin, As-Safat, Az-Zumar, or Sad? And of course, you got the verse number there, verse 17. So you can search for it. Which surah does this appear in? Now, those of you who've memorized these surahs will obviously know that quicker because they'll recognize it. But jump to the surah. Go open it up. The thing I love about this quiz is it gets you reading the Quran. It's the only quiz in the world, I think, that will get you actively reading Quran. You might not be reading it normally, but you will open it up and read it in this quiz. Alhamdulillah. Good to see so many people taking part. Really good fun. I'm sorry for the blunders, but you know what's a quiz without a blunder? I'm giving you a bit of a chuckle, alhamdulillah. And look, I get my heart racing after every question. Every time I'm sitting there thinking, I hope I pressed the right button. I hope I pressed the right button. Alhamdulillah. Guys and girls, وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينَ is, of course, in Surah Yassin. Alhamdulillah. It's one of the first verses, very recognizable verse, of course, alhamdulillah, for those who read Yassin often. So, Marukh and Usman in first place still, not much change, but 6 people have an answer streak of 4. I think I ruined everyone's answer streak because I skipped questions. But alhamdulillah. Which surah is this ayah in? In huwa illa dhikrun lil alameen. Is it Yasin, As-Safat, Az-Zumar, and Sad? Now, the number here is really important. So this ayah does appear in multiple places, but the ayah number is 87. And that's really important because this ayah, in huwa illa dhikrun lil alameen, appears in multiple different places. And you need to make sure you get the right one. In this verse number, we've got verse 87. So no smart Alex saying, no, but it appears in multiple places. Actually,
I've got my accent here with Fat Tony. I don't need to do different accents because it all comes out with my microphone.
tell me what you think. Is this gadget a waste of money? Is it good fun? Let me know. I can change my voices at the click of a button. Someone's saying Al-Baqarah. Al-Baqarah. We're not even doing Al-Baqarah. We're in Judgement 23. And it's a Russian name. So subhanAllah, I don't know what that says. But Surah Sad, of course, is the correct answer. Ooh, knocked off first place. Rida and Mujahid in first place. Marukh in second place. Ubaid has come into third. He's come out of nowhere. Emojis is dropping into fourth. And the bubble's still in fifth. Oof, tough questions here. Tough questions. Hidayah, how are you getting on? Yeah? Hidayah T. How are you finding these quizzes? Are you liking these voices? Shall I do more of these in the lessons as well? Alhamdulillah. That gadget is the best. I want one so bad now. Join the Quran Club quiz challenge and then you can get your parents to buy you one. Alhamdulillah. So let's see what's happening with the next question. This is a quiz question in Surah Sad. Which verse is this number? So you've got to find this verse. قَالَ فَإِنَّكَ مِنَ الْمُنظَرِينَ. Is it verse 50, 60, 70, or 80? قَالَ فَإِنَّكَ مِنَ الْمُنظَرِينَ. So go to those verse numbers and you can check. This is the easier version. The next 2 rounds are going to be harder. This is warming you up, okay? So type in the answer of where this ayah is. So,
Is it verse 50, 60, 70, or 80? Nusayba, have you got the right answer here? Are you thinking hard? Make sure you're thinking hard. Bill here is there to support you and make sure you get the right answer. Who else is with us today? Yunus Habib. Yunus Habib, how you doing, my pal? You're right. How you doing, mate? You good? Yeah. Keep it going, mate. Keep going.
Alhamdulillah. So, قَالَ فَإِنَّكَ مِنَ الْمُنظَرِينَ. Is it in 50, 60, 70, or 80? 33 answers have come in. Alhamdulillah. It is, of course, verse 80. MashaAllah. So, let's see how you guys are getting on. Ubaid has jumped into second place. Wow, Marukh and Usman in third. Bossman Hamza is back in the leaderboard with fourth place. Emojis in fifth. Rida and Mujahid. Who is Rida Mujahid? Let us know who you are. And Rida Mujahid. I can't think who that might be. MashaAllah. Good to see so many people participating. Alhamdulillah. We've got people all the way from Belgium and Pakistan taking it. Last week we had someone from India. Alhamdulillah. Good to see loads of people. Open-ended. So this one, I'm going to put you in for a treat. In Surah Yassin, type in the verse number of this. So, وَنُفِخَ فِي الصُّورِ فَإِذَا هُمْ مِنَ الْأَجْدَاثِ إِلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ يَنْسِلُونَ. How cool does that sound with an echo? So let me put that again. ونفخ في الصور فإذا هم من الأجداث إلى ربهم ينسلون. MashaAllah. Type in the ayah number that appears in. Go to Surah Yassin and type it in. No answers have come in yet. Wow, it's actually tough getting to the right ayah. So people took at least 20 seconds, 30 seconds getting there. Go and find the ayah in Surah Yassin. Okay, it's in Surah Yassin. It's tough. It's a tough one. But how do you find the echo? Isn't it so cool with an echo? Alhamdulillah. Someone is timed out. Oh, how did you get timed out? Hopefully you're back in and you're with us, insha'Allah. Someone says they love it like that. MashaAllah. And someone said they can't cope either. What can't you cope with? I don't speak ghetto. You got to speak English. Alhamdulillah. So, have you found this ayah? We gave you a bit more time for this one. We gave 90 seconds for this quiz question because it's a bit tougher. You've got to scroll through and find this one. It's in Surah Yassin. I play this game all the time. It gets you flicking through the Quran and reading it just because you have to find the ayah. It's really, really good. 36 answers have come in. Alhamdulillah. Now, of course, this is ayah 51. 30 people got that right. Alhamdulillah. Good job. Well done, everybody who got that right. So, Noor Nabi Mujahid is Rida and Mujahid. MashaAllah. Nice to see you guys. And of course, Ismail is back in the top 5. Let us know where your other position. The thing I hate about Kahoot, it doesn't tell me where everyone else is. I'm sure you're all doing amazing. Bear in mind, we have got adults and kids here. It's all about making your best effort and answering as many correct answers. Don't worry about speed. Get it right. And it makes me really happy when people are making sure they get all their answers correct. Alhamdulillah. But of course, if you're fast, Allah faddala ba'duhum ala ba'd. Some people are favored over others. Alhamdulillah. So let's go to the next round. Now this one's a harder one. It's another open-ended one. Double points. In Surah Safat, type in the verse number of this verse. وقفوهم إنهم مسؤولون. I'll put a bit of echo in that. وقفوهم إنهم مسؤولون. Sounds so cool with an echo, right? I'm not going to do voices with the Quran. I think that's a bit inappropriate. But echoes, they say the Arab mosque effect, right? They always put the maximum echo on. Alhamdulillah. So search for this ayah. Go into this. Now, this is hard because the Safat, as one of the questions missed out, but the Safat has over 100 verses. In the quarter of Yassin, it's the surah that has over 100 verses. One of the things that I used to do, which is very interesting, is kind of see which quarter, or does every quarter of the Quran have a surah that has more than 100 verses? And Surah Safat is the one that does that for the last juz'ah, alhamdulillah. So we're getting lots of people answering, people submitting their answers, alhamdulillah. Crafts in quarantine with us, alhamdulillah, good to see. People enjoying this, people loving the microphone, making me really happy, alhamdulillah. So, have you got this ayah? We gave you a bit more time for this one. It's hard. You've got to scroll through. Here's a little tip I mentioned. Look for the first letter, the first word. You can quickly browse. If you try and browse the whole ayah, it's tough. Waqifuhum, you can kind of quickly search all the different ayahs. Is it just me or is it hard to read an ayah when it's just in isolation? I find when it's in this context, it's easier to read, but I struggle to read it when it's just an ayah. Even though I made this quiz. Alhamdulillah. Now, the verse, of course, is 24 and 22, if you got that right. Now, I'm going to mention, right? My mum called me and asked me to give her all the answers. Miss Halul, as I've now found out, is my mum taking part. She asked me to send her the answers. And I said, look, Bill's going to tell you.
Look, we can't give the answers because it just won't be fair. We have to make sure everybody has a level playing field. Nobody has the answers before the quiz. It's top secret. Yeah? Asif Mama, bas ma fini a'tik Asif. Huh?
So that's not me, Mum. It's Bill that said that. So it's not my fault, okay? I can get off the hook now with anything. So Ismail, wow, jumped into 3rd place. Imran, with a wink, is in 5th place. Ubaid in 2nd place. And Rida Mujahid still in 1st. Rida Mujahid, you're very good at this, mashallah. We should give you some handicap to hold you back. See if you can, because people can still catch you up. Right. So there's 2 rounds up. Of course, another word from our sponsors, Class Tutor Online. They do sponsor us a lot. They're helping us, and actually they are funding the whole of Quran Club and supporting a lot of the work we're doing there. So this is premium hand-picked tutors at just £8 an hour. So they get the best tutors from the best universities and really offering cheap tuition for people who want to help their kids get the best in school. Alhamdulillah, do check them out. It's www.classtutor.online. The first class you sign up for is free. So you don't have any strings. You sign up. If you like it, then you can join more. Alhamdulillah. So there's a video which we're going to skip because we don't have time. But of course, make sure you join the Quran Club Challenge as well. That's the Quran Club product. We want to get you reading the Quran. We want to get you enjoying the real Quran. Really nurture that love of reading the Quran within your family. I mean, look at these kids, how happy that is. Imagine if your kids can associate prizes and gifts with enjoyment. I mean, why do people enjoy Eid? Because we've trained them, we've taught them there's a happy time when families meet, etc. If you can create a positive association, that's a good thing. And your kids will thank you for it when they grow up. Right, next round, section 3. This is the understanding round. So for this round, we're going to be going to Surah Sad, which is the surah we did some of this of. So Surah Sad, we're going to read the translation here. You've got to pay attention to it. Make notes. You can write it down. This is not cheating. You are allowed to make notes so you can remember things and learn things from it. Okay, so Surah Sad, it's designed for you to be able to make notes of this. So we're going to ask you different questions. Make sure you're remembering what's there. Get it in your head, get it in your noggin, as they say, and make sure you remember. So, Surah Sad. Now, Sad is just a letter. It's one of the broken letters in the Quran. We don't know what they mean. Only Allah knows definitively what they mean. But Satan refuses to bow because of his arrogance. Now, this is an interesting story mentioned in many parts of the Quran. But in this part of the surah, or this mentioning of the surah, it's very interesting. We'll see why. So Satan refuses to bow because of his arrogance. Say, it's news of great importance, which you reject. I have never had knowledge of the assembly of high when a dispute arose among them. The revelation to me is that I am a warner. Remember, when your Lord said to the angels, I am creating a human being from clay. So once I have formed him and blown my spirit into him, prostrate before him. So the angels prostrated all together, except Iblis. Now, Iblis was, of course, the chief shaitan. He is the chief shaitan. And he didn't prostrate. So, except Iblis, he was arrogant and ungrateful. Allah said, Iblis, what stopped you from prostrating to the one I created with my hands? Were you arrogant then? Or were you already from the haughty? Iblis said, I am better than him. You created me from fire and you created him from clay. Allah said, get out of here. You are outlawed. You are an outlaw. My curse will be on you till Judgment Day. Iblis said, my Lord, give me time till the day of resurrection, or till they're resurrected. Allah said, you have it until the day of the appointed hour. Iblis said, I swear by your might, I will try to mislead them, except the devout servants of yours. Allah said, that's right, and I too speak the truth. I will fill hell with you, Iblis, and those that follow you. Say, messengers, I don't ask you for any reward for this, nor am I claiming what I'm not. This is a reminder for all people, and in due course, you will know its truth. So this conversation is what happened between Iblis and Allah Azza wa Jal after. And what's interesting is he makes dua to Allah Azza wa Jal. And it's a very powerful moment. So I hope you all made notes there. I hope you're ready for the next round. Inshallah. Let's go. What did Allah order the angels to do after he blew the soul into Adam? Praise him, stand before him, worship him, or prostrate to him? Which one did he order them to do? Was it praise him, stand before him, worship him, or prostrate to him? Now, I don't know why I put a capital H. This is, of course, referring to Adam, in case there's any ambiguity. But which one of these things did Allah Azza wa Jal tell him to do? We've got 28 answers coming in. So I've muted. I haven't got my earphones today, so I can't hear the answers as they're going. Boop, 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 boop. So it's a bit more difficult to tell. But alhamdulillah, you got 33 people really engaging this, remembering this. Alhamdulillah. So this is, of course, the beauty of this section is you really get to learn something about the Quran you might not have known before. What stories are in there? What lessons are in there? It's really beautiful. There's a lot in there. The translation is, of course, by Dr. Musharraf Hussain. If you haven't seen the translation, make sure you do. download it and use it. It's actually available on the Quran Club app. Now, of course, it is prostrate to him, right? So prostrating in this case is when it's ordered by Allah Azza wa Jal, and that's what they had to do. Not much change in the top there. 4 people have an answer streak of 3, alhamdulillah. So this is really getting you to learn meanings of the Quran. I mean, that's, I think, the beautiful thing of the Quran Club quiz. You're learning and having fun. So, what stopped Iblis prostrating to Adam? He was better than him. He was made of fire and Adam from clay. He was not an angel. He was arrogant. Now, this is a bit of a trick question. Okay, you got to think carefully about this. What stopped him doing it? Okay. Now, there was multiple. All of these answers could potentially be correct in one sense, but we want to know the core of the issue, which is the main reason. I'm expecting actually a lot of people to make this incorrect. Let's see what you get, inshallah. So, which one is it? Is it he was better than him? Is it he was made of fire and Adam from clay? Is it he was not an angel? Or is it he was arrogant? Which one is it? Let's see who got this one right. It's a tough question, this one, actually. Let's see. Squeak. Quranic Soundbites is with us. It's not even Quranic Soundbites. Who is Quranic Soundbites? I don't think I've met before. Wait. My friend Bill wants to say salam.
Assalamualaikum Quranic Soundbites. How are you? Are you okay? Alhamdulillah, mashallah. I speak Urdu too. Aap kaise? Theek ho? Alhamdulillah. Oh, of course, the answer is he was arrogant. Now, Bill's going to give you the explanation, or rather, I'm going to give you the explanation, is that he was arrogant. Of course, he was not an angel, but that's not the reason why he didn't do it, although angels wouldn't have done it. He was made from fire and Adam was made from clay. Well, that's true. That is the reason he gave, but Allah said he was arrogant. And Allah knows the real reason. And of course, he wasn't better than him, although he said he was better than him, but he wasn't better than him. So that can't be a reason because it wasn't a valid reason. The real reason is he was arrogant. That's what Allah told us. So lots of change there. Wow. Knocked off the leaderboard. Rida Mujahid Ubaid has climbed out of nowhere into first place. Rehana with a laugh emoji and heart is entered into 5th place. Alhamdulillah. And Shami family has jumped up 6 places. All right, Bill, you're going to have to give back to her.
Right. Back to me. Hope you're enjoying those voices, mashallah. So, what did Iblis make dua for? Is it to be forgiven, to live till the day of judgment, to be made human, to become an angel? What did Iblis make dua for? Alhamdulillah. So which one is it? There's requests for funny noises. I just gave you a funny noise. What, are you saying my voice is a funny noise? Look, my voice isn't funny. Bill's noise is funny. And especially Fat Tony's voice is not funny. He's got quite sensitive. He doesn't want to come back on because he says you guys were all laughing at his voice. Fat Tony is not going to be happy here. Okay, look, he said he's gonna do it one more time. Okay, look.
What did Iblis make dua for? Is it to be forgiven, to be made human, to live till the day of judgment, or to become an angel? Stop laughing! I'm being serious. Stop it. It's not fair. This is just the way my voice is. You can't laugh at my voice. It's not funny. No.
He got upset now. Fat Tony's gone. Like, Fat Tony's not happy. That's his voice. And of course, forgetting about the quiz and getting distracted with the voice, it is to live till the day of judgment. Alhamdulillah, it's 32 if you got that right. Look at that. Now, what's interesting about this? Iblis sinned. He was the worst of creation. And he was in front of Allah, disbelieving in him. Yet when he asked Allah, Allah gave it to him. And he didn't just give him something normal. He gave him something extraordinary. Imagine living forever. Well, not forever, till the day of judgment. Right? Imagine given something like that. So that teaches us we should ask Allah for anything. And one of the big things I wanted to mention here is a lot of us, after we sin, after we do something wrong, we're like, oh, I'm too shy. I can't ask Allah. I'm sinful. I just did something bad. No, that is the time to ask. Scholars say that one of the best times for your du'as to be answered is when you seek forgiveness. Because when you seek forgiveness, Allah loves to forgive. So he'll forgive everything else as well. Alhamdulillah. So, Ubaid is on fire. He's in top place. He's got 11 answers correct in a row. Wow. Imran with a wink is in 4th place. Ismail in 3rd. Mirda Mujahid in 2nd. And Rehana, laugh emoji, heart is in 5th place. Alhamdulillah. Next question. How did Allah describe the day of judgment in this conversation? Now, key there is the conversation. The conversation, okay? Day of judgment, appointed hour, day of resurrection, or day of truth. You've got to make sure you're paying attention to what I said in the question. No smart Alex here, please. Okay. So it says, in the conversation, how did he describe it? Now, it is mentioned in other places, but he's mentioned in this conversation in a specific way. Which one did he mention? There's a reason it's mentioned in that way. Yeah. Allah uses different names for the same thing. You sound like a YouTube called Gravy Catman. Gravy Catman has nothing on me, right? Gravy Catman, whoever Gravy Catman is just, he learns it from the master here. And it's not, he's making up his voice, but this is Fat Tony's voice. What can I do, right? So unfortunately, and by the way, I met someone in Syria once called Tony, and they called him Tony with a pa. So maybe that sounds better actually. Fat Tony. Sounds like a type of food actually. Fat Tony, maybe. Anyway, the answer is, of course, appointed hour. Many of you got that right. Now, the other ones were mentioned in the Quran. They are names of the Day of Judgment, but it's not mentioned in that conversation. It's, of course, the appointed hour. Sumi has climbed up 6 places. That's incredible. But Ubayd is really running away with it. Wow, he came out of nowhere to take the throne of Rida Mujahid. Rida Mujahid can't be happy here. I think I gave you Nazar when I commented. All right, multi-select. So you've got to select all the ones that are correct here for double points, okay? How did Allah respond to this dua? He cursed him. He answered his prayer. He put Iblis in hellfire. He put his followers in hellfire. Okay, so which one is it? He cursed him. He answered his prayer. He put Iblis in hellfire. He put Iblis's followers in hellfire. Now, this might be a trick as well. There might not be multiple answers. You got to be careful, okay? Answer the ones that you need. Type in the ones and then press submit. Make sure you do it before the 10-second mark because there's a 10-second lag between YouTube and here. Remember, always answer before the 10 seconds there because otherwise you run out of time, unfortunately. It's just the lag of YouTube. We're thinking of building something like this for the Quran Club. If you think that's a cool idea, drop us a message. But we want to get at least 200, 300 people doing this each week for us to be able to do that. Can you help us do that? Can you help us share this quiz and get it as many people taking part as possible? And 32 people have got an answer. 33 have put in an answer. Alhamdulillah. Lots and lots of things coming in here. It is, of course, he did all 3. He says he answered his prayer. He answered the dua of Iblis, the cursed shaitan. But he also put him in hellfire. He says, I will enter you and your followers into hellfire. So all 3 of those are correct. And mashallah, lots of you got that correct as well. Rida Mujahid jumped into first. There are lots of people knocked out here. Luqman has come out of nowhere into 5th place. And we've got Ubayd has completely dropped into 4th place, actually. Nusayba is making a comeback with 3 in a row. Nusayba, it's incredible. MashaAllah, really good to see. Rafi and Rafi, how are you doing? MashaAllah, are you okay? How are you getting on? And Hafia, how are you getting on? This is another multi-set question. Hafia, make sure you get this one right, yeah? It's a double point one. What did Allah tell the Prophet to say or do? To teach people, warn people. That's mean say ask for no reward or remind people. Okay, so is it teach people, warn people, ask for no reward, or remind people? My spelling is awful. Apologies, but I'm sure you can all make that out. So apparently people have met. They are meeting on our YouTube channel. MashaAllah, people have met in person. There's a reunion happening here, mashallah. 14 answers coming in. What did Allah tell the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam not to do? Is it teach people, ask for no reward, warn people, or remind people? Now, of course, you can argue many of these are things which the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was told by Allah to do, but which one was mentioned in this surah, in this passage? We're not talking about general, we're talking about specifically these ayahs, okay? So you can remember. So, mashallah, good to see different people taking part in this quiz. Got our loyal following, people who are really enjoying this. Alhamdulillah. There is 2, of course. He didn't tell him to remind people. He told him to warn people and to ask for no reward. The reminder didn't actually come in specifically in the phrase that's there. Okay, warning is the word that's actually there. Okay, so no change at the top. The Ansaris are the highest climbers. They climbed up 6 places. Wow, lots going on here. MashaAllah. Okay, finally, on to the last round. We're going to learn the word. So today's quiz, we're going to be looking at Surah Yassin. Now, Surah Yassin, is a surah we're all very familiar with. But have you memorized some of these words, and will you memorize them now? Inshallah, this will be beneficial for all of you, and you can all benefit from this, inshallah. So let's look at Surah Yassin. The first, of course, is Yassin. This is literally Yassin. People interpret the meaning of this to be referring to the Prophet ﷺ and many other meanings, but we don't definitively know the meaning. This is what we call the broken letters. They are huruf muqatta, and you have to pronounce it like Yasin. So Yasin literally means Yasin. Of course, many people are named Yasin because it is one of the names of the Prophet ﷺ. Wal Qur'ani, so by the Quran, Al Hakim, the wise. Innaka, indeed you, lamina, are among al-mursaleen, the messengers. Ala, which is on, siratin, a path, mustaqim, straight path. Okay, so ala, on, a straight path. And of course, you will know this from Surah what? Which surah? Ihdina as-sirat al-mustaqim. Yes, of course. And Allah is saying the Prophet is on that path. So follow the Prophet, you will be there. Du'ala, on. Siratin, a path, mustaqim, straight. Tanzila, a revelation. Al-Azizi, the Almighty. Ar-Rahim, the most merciful. Litunzira, that you may warn. Qawman, a people. Ma, not. Unzira, what they were warned about. Were warned, so it was past tense. Aba'uhum, their forefathers. Fahum, so they. Ghafilun, are heedless. Okay, so this is talking, of course, about the different structures. The sentence, of course, we're looking at the individual words. I hope you made notes. I hope you tried to memorize those. Inshallah, let's get back into the quiz. So, this is, of course, Surah Yassin. What does this word mean? Al-Hakim. Is it the merciful, the wise, the great, the forgiving? What does Al-Hakim mean in this context? So, people seems to be confusion about who they met, etc. Whoa, answers are streaming in straight away here. Al-Hakim. I put this in because, of course, hopefully you've memorized something from previous weeks. And those who've attended before, you can show that just how much Quran you've memorized, mashallah, and how many words of the Quran you've memorized. So, Al-Hakim, is it the merciful, the wise, the great, or the forgiving? What does it mean? Inshallah, we've got 30 answers who've come in. Let's get all those answers in, inshallah. How are you finding this? Maybe I can change my voice again as well.
We've got this voice, Pat Tony, or we've got
Bill. Yeah, I like Bill the most. It sounds really cool. What does this word mean? The merciful, the wise, the great, or the forgiving? It is, of course, the wise. So many of you got that right. It shows so many of you are learning these words. Alhamdulillah.
So, Rida Mujahid. Ubaid has jumped back into third place. Luqman is in fourth place. Luqman came out of nowhere to enter into this. Lavisha and Harith have 10 correct answers in a row. That's very impressive, mashallah. Well done. Next one. What does this word mean? Tanzila, revelation, Quran, messenger, warning. What does this word mean? Someone's already answered. They're pressing buttons. Naughty, naughty. Yeah, you've got to answer on the time of the quiz. You can't answer early or late. You've got to answer when it comes up. Revelation, messenger, Quran, or warning. What does this word mean? Now, this voice you haven't seen before, but I wanted to show you. This is my singing voice. So I can go da 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 da, and then it makes it really funny to sound. Alhamdulillah. So what do you think of this new mic? It's like a little gadget I got. It'd make it a bit more fun for you to all to hear. Alhamdulillah. So Tanzila, is it revelation, Quran, messenger, or warning? Of course, a lot of people use that for singing. We're not going to put it for the Quran. Quran is greater than that. We're not going to use these voices. Inshallah, we're going to keep that kosher. But of course, inshallah, you've all memorized these words from last week. We saw this word last week, and hopefully you kept it in here, and it will be a quick answer for you. It is, of course, revelation, inshallah. So it does mean multiple things, but in this context, in Tanzila, because it's talking about the Quran being revealed. Oh, the Babbles are back into fifth place. Rida Mujahid in first. He's really running away with it now. Imran with a wink is in second. Who is Imran with a wink? Let us know who you are, by the way. So what does this word mean? Lamina. Is it with, who, among, or in? No one pays attention to the prepositions. These prepositions catch you out, right? So people are wondering how I do the voice. It's just the way my voice is. So those of you who know, I've actually got a little party trick, which I'm not going to do now, but it's a horn sound that I can make by squeezing my hand a certain way. But that's got nothing to do with the microphone. But we'll do that another time. If you're special, and if I get enough requests and enough people sharing this post next week, I will do that special party trick. It's a really unique, I've got like a horn here. It's pretty unique. I'm not going to do it unless you share this out. So what does this word mean? Lamina. Is it with, who, among, or in? This is tough because you need to know the context of that question, right? So we need to understand where that appeared and what it means in that context. Let's see how you all did. There's, of course, among in this. It's called Lamin al Mursaleen. You are from the messengers, or among the messengers, rather. Ooh, lots of change here. Ubayd and Imran fighting it out. Lavisha and Harith have climbed into 5th place. That's really impressive, mashallah, to get into that top round. Rida and Mujahid still in 1st place, holding on tight. What does this word mean? Mustaqim. Is it right, straight, narrow, or path? What does mustaqim mean? Now you should all know this one because you read it every day, 7 times, at least 14 times a day in your salah, right? What does mustaqim mean? Is it right, straight, narrow, or path? Wow, the answers are flying in. MashaAllah, loads and loads coming in. MashaAllah.
Have you got the right answer? Is it straight, narrow, or path? And what does this word mean? It's all over today. It's all over the place, mashallah. Bill absolutely loves you and he's enjoyed being part of this quiz. I've really, really enjoyed this. I hope you would invite me to come over again and hopefully we can do more voices as well.
So, I wish I can do these actually with my voice, if I can change my voice in that way. But unfortunately, I can't. It is this beautiful gadget I've got here. And of course, the answer is straight. Alhamdulillah. So straight is the correct answer here. And we have Rida Mujahid still in 1st place. Not much changes. 13 people got the answers right. It's all about speed with these simpler answers. But don't worry, we've got some tough questions coming up. What does this word mean? Undira. Is it he warned, warning, go warn, or were warned? Okay, this is hard because you've got to pay attention to what was said. Marwan, if you're with us, make sure you know your sarf. Nusayba, you've been being taught this by your father. Do you know what undira means? What tense is this? Which one is it going to be right? Was it he warned, warning, go warn, or were warned? Now in Arabic, we've got a shout out to our kind of classes in sacred text. They teach you what we call morphology or sarf. Sarf is teaching you the same word and how to turn it into different types of word depending on the context. And in this particular case, this word can mean all of them. It's from the same core word, which is nadara, which is the concept of warning, right? Or to warn. So which one is it? Is it warning, he warned, go warn, or were warned? Which is the specific Arabic meaning that's used here, inshallah. Someone said yes. Someone's happy, mashallah. So of course it's were warned. It's not the others. Undira, it's they were warned. It's actually what we call majhul, right? So they were warned before, it was known about it. Lavish and Harith jumped into 3rd place. Wow, they stole that there. Rose out of nowhere from the ashes into 3rd place. And of course, a quick reminder of the Quran Club Challenge. Make sure you sign up to the Quran Club Challenge. It's an incredibly fun way to read the Quran. You've heard about it a lot, but we're offering free coaching classes. We've already been doing some of those today. Anyone who signs up, we will give you free coaching. Just go to www.quranclub.org/coaching and you can get those as well. A quick shout out to the quiz, which happens every Tuesday at 7 p.m. And of course, the Quran Class Tutor Online, who are kind enough to sponsor the work that we're doing here. But in the podium position, they stole it right in the last round. Lavish and Harith in 3rd place, Ubayd in 2nd place, and we have Rida and Mujahid in 1st place with runners-up of the Bulbuls or the Babul, sorry, and the Imrans. Make sure you leave us some feedback, or Imran with a wink rather. That was a tight round. That's the most change I've ever seen on a leaderboard. Lots and lots of things happening there. Lavisha and Harith, see, when you work together, look what happens. You get a top notch, top answer. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Alhamdulillah, you all see my microphone here. I can do a nice long echo. Alhamdulillah. And of course, farewell to you from
Fat Tony. Don't laugh at my voice. That's just the way I speak.
And Bill, who's the muscle here, and you don't want to get on the wrong side of him.
But Assalamu alaikum from everyone here at the Quran Club. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that was a bit more fun. Tune in next week at 7 p.m. Hope you learned some Quran. Assalamu alaikum.